Welcome to Let's Grow Together. I'm Shayla. Thank you so much for tuning in. I upload these videos weekly so you can look at past videos and see other topics that I've covered. And if you're not already, please subscribe to my newsletter. The link is below in the description box. Also, subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share because I love hearing from y'all. So today I'm going to talk about healing and how it can affect you moving forward in life. And I know healing is a huge topic. A lot of people talk about it in different ways, but I can just speak about it through my personal experience, and I would like to share with y'all. So, just think of an analogy I thought of that God gave to me. Like if you're going into surgery, whether you have one, but we all know generally what surgery is about. You're going for a procedure, they open you up somewhere in your body, and it's either to correct something or remove something. But in order for it to properly heal, the wound has to be closed properly, and there's guidelines post-operation, strict things that you can and cannot do. And you have a follow-up appointment, and depending on what is being repaired, if it's a severe injury, for example, you might have to go to physical therapy for some time. So your healing doesn't come overnight, and it's not instant. Just like in our lives, once an issue is removed, let's say we get older, we move out, we break up, we quit. Even though we've eliminated what we believe to be the issue, that doesn't mean that that trauma doesn't follow us. A doctor wouldn't sit you on the operating table, remove the issue, and just leave you wide open and have you go about your day and see how well your healing goes. That would be crazy. It's crazy as it seems. That's what we do, or we assume sometimes that time heals all wounds, and we'll just let life go on and on and on. It would just fester, and then maybe infections can grow. We're wide open. We leave the door open for the trauma to get worse or to create something else in us. So what does that look like to close it out? It's going to be a continued journey from what I've learned. I've realized, after being married, just having dysfunctional relationships in the past. I mean, I dealt with all the lying, the cheating, even was in a couple of domestic violence relationships. And even though I'm not in those anymore, I'm removed, I felt like I was just strong and past all of that. Mostly, yes, though, but just the trauma resulting from all those things. I didn't realize how different things and triggers would cause anxiety and stress inside of me. I'm like, why am I freaking out? Why am I acting this way? And I think that's a way for you to know that something is wrong, or that you haven't dealt with something. I'm not saying something's wrong with you, but just you haven't fully addressed what that issue is. It could come out in fear, sadness, anger, anxiety, and stress. And it could just happen at sporadic moments, and something will trigger it. Like, oh, I remember when I went to this place before, it made me feel this way. Or I remember when that person said this or did this, made me feel this way. So you're just hankering down, just like waiting for the blow or whatever. Or you just have that, unresolved self-righteous anger that you just really want to prove a point that you're not going to knock me down this time. But that's not really helping you get past that. You're giving so much power to the issue instead of focusing on the power of your healing. You have to walk through it, and it doesn't mean it's going to be like depressing process. When Jesus was healing people, he would just say, get up and be healed, or daughter, turn away from your sin, you're healed, and sin no more. It happened in instance. I seriously do not believe that God wants us to suffer, because he needs us to be coherent and just a well-oiled machine, and he calls us to have a sound mind. That's what he says. But it's our own beliefs and our will that give way to what we dealt with in the past and try to apply it here. But that just keeps us in the past and does not allow us to move forward. So the things that I would recommend, and number one, you seek a trained professional to assess the damage, and that is the call on the Lord to really just cry out to him, whatever that may look like, and say, okay, we got a problem here. I want you to search my heart and tell me like what is wrong. And as he's bringing up different things or that thing that's burning on your heart, the next thing that you should do is acknowledge it. Speak to exactly what it is. Okay, I know that I haven't forgave so and so. I know I haven't forgave myself. I know that when this happened, it caused me to do XYZ, and now I'm carrying myself like this. Just whatever that looks like for you, acknowledge it. And after that, it's going to be a continuing thing for you to keep top of mind, just to take care of your new healed place. Doesn't mean that you're going to be free and clear all the time. You know, God does deliver people completely and freely, but it's up to you to not to trigger yourself to fall back into that place. So that looks like, you know, you maintaining a daily prayer life and having the grace to go through certain situations. Something that once was difficult for you, make sure you pray before that and speak to those things. You also will recognize triggers, like when you having those sad moments, those anxious moments, those moments of anger, you know, hold back. Okay, what triggered that? And don't let the first reaction or words come out your mouth. Hold back, observe what's going on, just check yourself and adjust, because you have to change that behavior so you are not bound by that trauma. We don't want to be bound, we want to be free, 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 free. And that's what will happen. And you just have to keep on going and just trusting and believing that you are getting better. But again, it's not to give power to your past and what happened. I always say that things are happening for you, not to you, because it's just funny how God can position your healing again to help somebody else. That's what it's all about. We break free so we can go set other people's free. And then when we're bound by this trauma, we're not thinking clearly. We have filters on and we're not able to assess like what somebody said, like, okay, because I've done that. Like I'm thinking I'm taking it like this, oh my gosh, and start panicking, and it's not what's being said at all, because I had that trauma filter. So recognizing that and really going to God and meditating on that, and that will help you gain so much clarity and peace, I promise you. So I am looking forward to hearing your stories of healing. And if you need prayer, reach out to me, contact me, send me a message. But thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to continue to recognize my triggers and pray for everything as, you know, those times arises. And we're going to continue to grow together. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you next week.